Shit's about to get real up in this mug. It's really not a bright idea to drink so much tea before you go to bed, but life. I have been dying to record a look with my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette. There's no real reason why I procrastinated. I don't know. It's just one of those things where you have so much excitement for something and you're just like, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you. But when I took it out of the fabulous packaging that it comes in, it looked kind of strange to me. For me, I'm used to looking at makeup. I can tell if it's creamy or not just by the way it looks. I don't necessarily have to do a swatch test. And to my dismay, when I opened up my Huda Beauty palette, I could tell that it was dry. I feel like with my luck, I ordered my palette and it happened to be the one that was like in the warehouse the longest. It doesn't have an expiration date and I'm really annoyed that I don't feel like sending it back and going through all that stuff, so I just kept it and we're gonna work with it today. So I wanted to do a talk through. I don't really do talk throughs because they're super long and I sound crazy. I'm gonna use my MAC Prep and Prime. This is my Holy Grail primer. I use it on my lids, I use it under my lids. It goes on like lotion. So the brushes I'm using today are Lorac, MAC, Morphe, Sonia Kashuk. The first shade I'm going to pick up isn't from the palette, but this is my Ride or Die transition shade. It's called Uninterrupted. It's discontinued. Makeup Art Cosmetics, please bring it back. So I'm just going to take this and place it in my crease, but if you haven't noticed, like I have really wrinkly, crinkly lids and they are semi-hooded. But today I'm going to go into my crease with this color and I'm going to take it slightly above my crease just to make sure that I don't lose the payoff or the placement the more and more we build this look out. So I have to get my transition shade not just in my crease here, but like right above on my actual bone. When you're placing your transition shades, you don't have to use very much precision. You just have to make sure that you don't lose it as you go. When you're building radiancy, it's important that you don't lose the lightest color. Now I'm going to dip into a shade called Henna. Can you see that? And I'm just distributing this right along where I place my first color. I'm letting them meet. And both colors together have really already warmed up my lid. So I'm happy. I take another brush that has no product on it and I just go over where those two colors meet. Okay, now with the brush I used before, I'm gonna go into that shade called Cocoa. Actually, I'm gonna see how this shade Bossy transfers. That same blending brush that's free of product, I go in and I blend. And just to make sure I haven't lost the first color I started off with, I go back into my Uninterrupted. Sonia Kashuk pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Cocoa. It's this dark brown. Picked up a lot on the brush, but we're gonna see if it does anything on my lid, if it deepens anything up. So I'm building that gradient, see? So I don't know, I guess the rule is lightest first, darkest last. And with that brush that's free of product, going over where I placed that deeper, warmer brown. And I'm not necessarily dragging it forward and back. I'm really just working that in to where I placed it. And I'm going to go in with the shade 24 Karat. This is a beautiful gold shade. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's a beautiful gold shade and it looks creamy enough. Hopefully it transfers on my eye with this brush. I'll wet it again. Yes, I'm really having to work this into my lids. It's not very creamy, it's not blendable anymore. I definitely got a bad batch from the warehouse. Whew! If you guys only knew how wet I have to get this brush for this color to spread, you'd be devastated. And then I go back in with that shade Cocoa, which was the deeper brown that we used. So the next thing I do is I revert back to that first brush that I used. It doesn't have any product on it, nothing but what I used earlier. I'm not going to go back into any other shade. I'm just going to move those colors that I have in the outer V over and toward that gold. And I'm going to do that ever so lightly, because I really want them to blend together, move together. Now I'm going to take a wipe and try to tackle that fallout that I have going on. If you don't have a wipe, it would be ideal to use like a Q-tip or something. Now there is a black in this Huda Beauty palette. It's called Black Truffle, but it doesn't look that black to me. I don't know. Yeah, it's not that black. It almost looks gray. So I'm gonna try it, but if I don't like it, I have another black that's like available to use. I'm going to take a liner pencil called Smolder. It's by Makeup Art Cosmetics. It has been on the market for like ever. This is one of the creamier pencils you're ever going to find. It is so movable, so spreadable. I'm going to take that and bring it across my waterline. And I'm careful to stop where my lash hair stops. I need to smoke out my lower lid, so I'm taking a brown down by Makeup Art Cosmetics to just distribute that right beneath Smolder. Any fallout I wipe away. If you have any questions, comment below. I hope you guys like this video. I take the first few minutes to really provide an in-depth kind of viewing of how you achieve a gradiency and how you blend. Yeah, please follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook as Jasmine Nina King. I'm on Instagram at Jasmine Contours. I think, yeah, that's it.